And this is going to be arms overhead. So calf raises in parallel. And we'll just start taking the arms down and overhead while we do our calf raises. Just getting into our range of motion in the shoulders. Hold this one at the top and release. And turn out. Heels together, toes apart. Core is engaged. Calf raising. Same thing. Reaching out and overhead. And down. Breathing. And next one, hold at the top. Release out to a second position. A little squat or plie. And heel raises here. Hands to hips. And then hold this one at the top. Little pulses. Hold. And then lower one heel and then the other. And both heels down, come on up for your hip circles. You can turn your feet to parallel or turned out, whichever feels best, changing directions. And reach the arms out to the side. A couple more circles. And allow the arms to float down. One foot to the ground, opposite leg lifts, ankle rolls. Core engaged for that balance, stability. Both directions with the ankle. Foot circling. And pause. Extend. Release to the floor, other side. Little ankle circles. And both feet down. Let's do some shoulder to elbow to whole arm. And up, other direction, whole arm, elbow, shoulder, and pause. Other direction, shoulder, elbow, whole arm. Let's do a little releve here and other direction. Elbows, shoulders, and releve. One more time in each direction. Elbows, whole arm, pause, other direction. Oops, forgot the elbows. And rest, shake it out. Okay, we're gonna go into our circuits. Martha's gonna help us here. Thank you, Martha. We're gonna start with leg raises. We're gonna do, this is, by the way, I forgot to mention, this is gonna be 20s. We're gonna do 20 reps of all of our exercises. And for the exercises that don't require repetitions, we'll be holding for 20 seconds. So we're gonna start with right leg lifts to the front. And they're gonna be 20 in each direction.
He's asking for a case of wine.
You can hear the background noise of my family. Thank you for your patience. So I may or may not count correctly to 20 because I'm distracted. But I'm grateful to be here with you with this effort. Good balance work. We're going to go to the side next. Side raises. So working balance as well as hip stabilizers.
Be sure to use a cover when you're doing
So we're going to really
Be sure to use a cover when you're doing
So we're going to really
Just how are usually up there, but if you don't.
I will do my best to get to 20 and count accurately, but can't promise anything. Just going to do my best. That's all we can do every day, right? The intention here is to do leg lifts in 3 directions. Or in dance, we would say en croix. So to the front, to the side, to the back. Core is engaged and breathing. To the back. Hips are parallel. Halfway there. Stabilizing. All right, shake it out. By the way, always have your water handy, you know that. Take a sip anytime. The next exercise we're going to do in this circuit is walk out to plank chaturanga push-up. Chaturanga involves elbows staying in close to the body as you lower down to an inch or two off the ground. You can omit all of this. You can also do this work at a wall push-ups. Always okay. Either progress or regress the exercise as you see fit. All right, so we're going to roll down, walk out, and here's your chaturanga. Elbows in and up. It's going to help me walk your hands back, roll up. That's one. I'll do number 3 to the side in case you're wondering, you need a little more clarification. Walk out. Again, elbows come in as you push up. Different isolation of your triceps. Then elbows out. Keep it going. As you get tired, you want to put your knees on the ground. Always an option, so you can keep your reps in. That's me today. Great whole body strength, halfway there. Five more, you got this. Whatever you do, keep moving. At the wall. Little push up. Somewhere in between. One more for good measure. Good work. Back lunges. We're going to stand in first position, parallel feet. We're going to do 20 on each side. We're going to take, I'll start with my right foot going back. Do take a look at your body positioning as you set up for this first lunge. Front knee and on top of the ankle, not in front, is what's going to lower. And then you step forward, okay? That's one. Do 20 on one side before switching to the other. Great for the glutes, hamstrings, quads. Nice tall posture with the upper body. You can put hands on your hips if you'd like. 5 more for stability, or arms out to the side. Some of you may want to step it up and add dumbbell. I think we have 2 more. Shake it out. Oh, feel the body. Differences left and right. Setting up for the other side. Differences left and right. Setting up for the other side. Again, on this first one, take it slow. Check the alignment. And then 20. Moving on to skaters or ice skaters. Release all range of motion and maybe get bigger and bigger as you go. You're gonna hop to one side. And if hopping doesn't feel good to you, do a little step. You can either touch your back foot down for stability, or see if you can hover it there for a version of a single leg squat. Hop and down. I'm especially tight in my left hamstrings today, so I'm going to keep that back foot down for stability. This really helps work out the tightness though, as long as we work in control. We'll apply the metrics. I've lost track, but I think we're at about 20. A sip of water, going right into squats. 20 squats. Again, you can hold weights if you want to progress from here. So nice, tall, straight spine as you lower. Getting into the glutes. We only have 2 more exercises in this circuit, and then we'll repeat. And the last 2 are focused on the core muscles. So we'll be going to the ground. If you'd rather not go to the ground for any reason, you can substitute with standing work. To the ground for any reason, you can substitute with standing work. I do look forward to that day when we are back together in person. But for now, thank you for the opportunity, Pure Training Studio, for being able to teach on that. Let's hold this last one at the bottom. And release. All right, coming down to the ground. This is boat pose. We give you 2 options here. One is to hold for 20 seconds. And if you're holding, you can either hold the legs, you can have your arms released. You could extend one or both legs. Find a place that works for you as long as your back is staying tall and lifted. Another option to progress is to lower and lift 20 times. So your choice. I'm going to hold. This is what feels best in my back, right here. Breathing. and release. Take a little stretch before we do our last core exercise. Little butterfly stretch, bottoms of the feet together, knees apart. Stretch forward. So for our last core exercise in this circuit, we're going to do 3 versions of plank. We're going to do a forearm plank and 2 sidearm or side planks, held for 20 seconds each. So I'm going to turn this way just so you can see me best. I think we're probably all very familiar with forearm plank, but just in case, for some who may be new to it, do keep in mind that if you start to feel the work in your back muscles, you're starting to feel strain, take 1 or 2 knees to the ground, take a few breaths, this is still work, and then return. So I've already started the timer. Breathing. Draw that belly button up to spine. Five seconds. And release. You can take a little mini stretch in a child's pose if you like, going right into side plank. Forearm, shoulder over elbow, hand to hip, or up to the sky. If you'd like to progress from here, you maybe lift a leg. If you'd like to regress just a little bit, you can stagger the feet. Just find a place that works for you. I have already started the timer. Three, 2, 1, and repeat on the other side. Turn my back to you. Same options. Three, 2, 1. Come on down. Take a sip of water. That is the circuit. We're going to go through it again. We're going to go through it one more time and then have a nice stretch session to finish off this body tone class. Coming back to standing for our leg raises. All right, nice parallel position. Start to the front. 20 lifts. Feeling it in the quad, halfway there. And the standing leg. Other leg, setting up. Definitely more fatigue this time around. That's good. That's what we want. We want to be strengthening our muscles to the point of not total exhaustion, but fatigue. 19 and 20 to the side on the first leg. Shake it out. Side on the second leg. Belly to spine. To the back, first leg. 19 and 20, second leg. Last time through for the leg races. Are you breathing? Good, and shake it out. So as you may recall, the second exercise is the walkout to chaturanga push-up. You can do this at the wall, or maybe even hands on a bench surface, bed, couch, wherever it works for you. That is what counts, and we keep moving. So we're gonna do 20, and remember I used my knees to the mat within the first 4 last time, so do 20 no matter what it takes for me to get there. Honor your wrists, honor your whole body. All right? So we don't float or walk out to plank. Elbows in, pushing up, walking back. Yeah. About halfway there. How about 2 more? Nice. I'm sure you are doing a nice job. Right into back lunges. Take the first one slow. Step back a little. See my feet. 20 on each side. Last time through.
Do you know you had a package out there?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? It's under your name.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
13.
You do it over
7 more to go. Shake it out. Boy, even though this is not a cardio class per se, my heart rate's up. Let me know if yours is too. Setting up for the second side again. Check your positioning the first time. Nice and slow. Proper alignment of that front knee especially. Upper body's tall. Halfway through your back lunges on the second side. Last one. Shake it out. All right, skaters. Remember to take this first one. You can take it as big as you want, balanced or not, and just check in with the body. We're doing 20, 10 to each side. Shake it out. All right, for the second set of squats, I'm going to take a little wider stance for variety. You choose your stance. Nice straight spine. Activating the glutes, especially when you power up. When you come up from the bottom. You feel those glutes firing, working hard.
This is the old one.
5 more.
I never saw the actual puncture. No, I didn't.
Yeah, shake it out. Our last 2, remember, are for the core, starting with the boat pose. You can hold, you can release the legs, you can lower and lift. Make it yours. If you're holding, it's 20-second hold. If you're lowering and lift, it's 20 of those. Shoulders out of your ears. Belly drawing strongly into the spine. Release. Let's take that butterfly stretch once more. Bound angle pose from yoga. Release. All right, isopronabs, also known as forearm plank for 20 seconds. Here we go. Remember, knees to the ground is okay. Going right into side plank. Your version. Breathing. Other side. And lower. Woo! We have time to stretch. And first, I'm going to give you a high five. We can do that virtually. Who knows when we'll be able to do that in person safely, but it's going to happen. All right, so we're going to stretch our piriformis muscle, and I'm going to back up so you can see me with the reclining figure 4 stretch. Reaching, threading the needle, reaching behind the bottom thigh or shin. Either allow your head to rest on the floor or maybe an elevated surface like a blanket. If you notice your chin is starting to lift up, that is a good indication that you should elevate the head with something nice and soft. Also, if reaching for your thigh is too much of a reach, you might use a strap or a tie for a bathrobe or a tie. Something to allow this reach and pull to intensify this hip opener. Try to press your top leg away from you with that side elbow. Maybe a rock side to side. Now allow the bottom foot to melt to the floor and then take this whole shape over to the side so that your top foot is resting on the floor. Press that top leg away from you with one hand, and the opposite arm can stretch long overhead. Ooh, spend a little time here. You work these muscles very well, and they deserve a stretch. And breathe. Carefully release, unwind. Let's go ahead and do one little bridge pose to even out the spine and see how that feels in the back. Melt the spine down, switch sides. Just like to even out the spine a little bit there. So this side might be more limber or tighter. Just honor the body, wherever it works for you, using a strap or not. To take purchase there on that bottom leg so that you can pull them both towards you, squaring the hips. Finding the edge of that intensity in the hip stretch. Maybe a side to side. And just try to press that top leg away from you a little bit with that side elbow. Same side elbow. Relax your shoulders. And then release the legs from your hands. Allow that bottom foot to come to the floor. And then with this figure 4, melt that shape over to the side. Your foot is on the ground. Press the top leg gently away from you. Opposite arm maybe overhead. Well, that whole side body gets a stretch. And just notice the quality of your breath. Without judgment, just notice if you're holding the breath. And just return to regular breathing as best you can. And then carefully unwind. Return to that bridge pose. We're going to do a shoulder opener here in bridge as a little stretch. So feet parallel. You can reach for your heels with your fingertips. Just touch them there. Tuck the tailbone under, lift up, and either stay here or roll one shoulder and then the other underneath you. Interlacing your fingers, press the hands into the floor. Both arms into the floor, lifting your hips high, and then breathing. Keeping your neck straight. Try to refrain from turning your head side to side, which I know is hard to do when you're watching a video. Just want to honor and protect your neck. A couple more breaths. And carefully release one and then the other shoulder out from under you. And lower down. Take your time. Slowly hug one knee in towards your chest. Lift the forehead towards your knees. And make a tiny ball. Most curved spine you can here in this position. And release everything down. I'm going to do that one more time. Curling up. This time, press your hands into your shins into your hands. Curl, curl, curl. This is effort. Spinal conditioning. And release down. Curl into your side to come up. We're going to come into a modified version of pigeon pose. One shin forward, one leg back, but in a bit of a stagger position. Interlace your fingers, press them up to the sky, a little shoulder opener, breathing. Release the arms down. Place what we're going to do both sides of the stretch. Reach up and over with one arm. I'm not sure which side to go to. It's okay because we're going to do both. So in each direction with the arms, with each positioning of the legs. Up through center and over. Breathing into this side body stretch. Hi, Martha. She's here to help. And to center. I'm going to switch sides. You'll get your belly rub in just a minute, Martha. All right. So, oh yes. Release fingers, palms to the sky. She must know it's almost the end of this class. You smarty. And over to one side. Through center. Second side. Same legs. Thank you, Martha. Yes. Some other dogs are getting jealous now because they hear me talking to Martha. So you get to meet Jeff. Hi, Jeff. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Oh, carefully release the legs out from under you. I'd like to thank you all for joining me today. I want to wish you health and safety and happiness. And I hope to see you again in person very soon. Signing off for now. Take care.